Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They'll run play action. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. Into the secondary on the right. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Looking for space. It's McMillan.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They want to run this quarterback. LSU will get a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. After run, now throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Back to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. How about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Hunt is in the air. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Rasmussen. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Shotgun snap on third down. Got his man. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. takes the handoff. It's McMillan. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Back to pass, it's Rasmussen. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their free.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Working that left side now. And that one did not work.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That brings them to within 1. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Finding an escape route. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This guy just has a nose for open spaces. He runs with great effectiveness. He's the type of guy who could pursue Kevin Falk for the top spot on the all-time rushing list.
Yeah, and that's a knack. I mean, that's a gift, Reese. Like, when you have guys that can feel where people are at and just get enough of you to break a tackle and understand spacing and how close you are to them and not. And the great running backs, like you've seen so many come out of LSU, always falling forward, always getting those extra yards that lead to those extra first downs.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Tigers are on the move.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes a return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Bulldozes his way through. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graves. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's McMillan. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Can't get him to the ground. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It's good. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. The give to the back.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They're going to ride this running back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It stops. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned.
Speeding down the right side. The 30. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. And here they come almost all the way back.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. Might as well stick with him. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Dobbs. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Hunt is on its way. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Sends it back in motion. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude out there.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him, you got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll...
Oh, he's got some space.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got their lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He's in open space downfield. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the...
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're facing a third down. Fires to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.